Made for the climate, forging a fire. They want us to fall, we taking it higher. The temperature rising, I'm a survivor. Fire, 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 fire. Want us to fall, want us to fall. Can't kill me, can't kill me. Fire made me, fire made me. Can't kill me, can't kill me, can't kill me, burn me up. Fire made me, fire made me. Can't kill me, can't kill me, can't kill me, can't kill me, burn me up. Fire made me. Hey, I'm sick of the feeling I have in my gut. Putting in work and I'm making enough. Buried alive and I'm covered in blood. Knowing the blood and it came from the cut. Sick of the feeling I'm missing your touch. Yesterday it was all good, now it's fucked. Feel like the goal was to share it together, but now that you gone, what's the point of the hunt? Feel like I'm, hey, I feel like I'm losing a rush. Feel like a player that's losing his touch. Won a few bets till I ran out of luck. Beat to the punch. Got too much trauma inside of my head, it's been eating me up. Stuck in my thoughts, getting hard to adjust. I feel like I changed, I'm not who I was, I'm not who I was. One day it's a seat on a bus, then you thrown under the bus. You're not even left with a crutch. Forget what you did for the team, all the times you were clutch. You get left in that dust, that's why I get hot till I'm numb. For the times that I felt too much, I've been picking up shells too much. I've been stuck inside hell too much. Too hot, it melt my guts. Baby, I don't mean to talk too much, but I don't got too much left I could talk to. Peep times, baby, I can tell you suck. Blood from your fangs too sharp. Every time I fell, you just watch me bleed. Late night driving through the rain, baby, I was trying to get away. Thoughts I don't wanna entertain. Hey, drunk off, drowning out the pain. Wrong turn, trying to find a way. Fucked up, charge it to the game. Hey, late night driving through the rain, baby, I was trying to get away. Thoughts I don't wanna entertain. Drunk off, drowning out the pain. Wrong turn, trying to find a way. Fucked up, charge it to the game. I refuse to let a bad night ruin me, just doesn't get through to me. Even back then, getting stopped by the truancy. Posted with the bros and turned a bond into a mutiny. One of them and then we handled it brutally, Y'all not sick, you got immunity and lack the continuity. I leave them in the dust and stack bread cause I'm moving things. Speed reached a new high when I started removing things. I had to drop the baggage out the plane before I flew a wing. Or let the engine fail, cold day in hell, I let the pest prevail. Let's put them to the test and let the pressure scale. Yeah, that'll do it, that'll separate the weak from the real, getting to it. I did it for the love, but got no love for what I did. So that's why I'm moving different. Play the part, but sometimes it's like I'm missing a script. I write my own cause nobody gonna tell it like it is. Yeah, nobody gonna tell it like it is. Cause nobody gonna tell it like it is. So I'll be showing them the way. Living by example, put my life on display. Put me in the game, watch them make a play. Live a life for the day, sun shining through the gray. Hey, so I'll be showing them the way. Living by example, put my life on display. Put me in the game, watch them make a play. Live a life for the day, sun shining through the gray. What you say, I'm steaming out the pot. Got my brother standing next to me, I'll pass my boys a rock. Put some diamonds in the ring, add some numbers to the stock. Let it pop, go and show them what you got. Never stop, never ate. What you say, I'm steaming out the pot. Got my brother standing next to me, I'll pass my boys a rock. Put some diamonds in the chain, add some numbers to the flock. Let it pop, go and show them what you got. Never stop, never stop. Never stop. bring handsome numbers to the stock. Let it pop, go and show 'em what you got. Never stop, never. Hey, what you say? I'm steaming out the pot. Got my brother standing next to me. I'll pass my boys a rock. Put some diamonds in the chain, handsome numbers to the flock. Let it pop, go and show 'em what you got. Never stop, never.
Hello everyone, welcome. How the devil are we? Happy Friday to everybody. Hope you've had a wonderful week. Hope things are going well. SAFC Edits is in the house over on TikTok. Evening pal, how are you? Pleasure to see you. Hope life is good. Did you get the new home shirt today? Have you gone and bought the new home shirt yet? If you have, is it better? Is it better than last year's? I'm not sure if it is. I'm undecided. I've bought the away one, but I don't know if I'm going to get the home one. Word on the street, the third one is lush apparently. We're going to be we're doing Football Manager 24 tonight. SCFC. Excuse me, we're doing Football Manager 24, and we're doing Journeyman save in Sweden at the minute. We've got a Moneyball system going on. We're at a club called BK Hacken, and we've not really spent a lot of time watching the matches on stream and watching what actually goes on in terms of the actual performances, and if anything it's kind of worked well for us because we've started winning, so we're currently sat third, and yeah, let's go back to the madness, shall we? Because I think that seems to be working for us. There we go. Not better than last year's kit, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so either. Like, there's not to say that it's a bad kit. It's a good kit. It's a nice kit. The away kit is lush. Mwah. But the yeah, you can't, like, look, they smashed out the park last year. Last year's kits were bangers, absolute bangers. 3 classic kits. Yeah, so it was always going to be difficult to try and do better than last year. Do you know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be a thing. But hey, they've gone and they've done what they've done with the away kit, which is beautiful. Home kit looks great, looks nice. But yeah, I didn't buy it today, and that's the first kit I've not bought on launch out of the last couple of seasons. So we will see how we get on. Gavlar, can I DM you for some help? Yes, whether I can help right now, you can, but yes, you can DM for assistance. Do we think we'll stay up? Yes, absolutely. Jay Lanes, what save we're running? It's Journeyman save, Jay, with a touch of Moneyball just sprinkled on the top there. We've been, what are we in now? Season 10 of the save now. We've been unemployed. First of all, we started unemployed. Then we went to Finland, had 4 seasons in Finland. We then had 3 seasons in Romania, 2 seasons in Poland, and then we're now into season 2 of Sweden. As you can see, currently sat 3rd. So things are okay. What's the microphone system like? Situation like, by the way, tonight? Is it crackly, Rugio? Can you give me a confirmation as to whether or not the microphone is crackling or not? I bought I did get, that's the thing, see, I thought there was going to be an issue just in case there is an issue with the XLR cable for the microphone. We have brought another XLR cable to hopefully make that fix if it's going to be the situation with the XLR cable. So we'll give it a go and see how we get on with that. Give me a follow, like to all the videos, and follow them in every live. Have you really? Let's have a little look. Where are we? What have you got here? Yeah, go on. Why not? Right, in you go, pal. There's yours. Right. Big tick for the SAFC edits, boys. Need no help. What you're doing now? Really trying to use Studio, mate. Best thing you can do is you want to be. There's loads like YouTube tutorials to get yourself up and running with that. First of all, as to how to use YouTube, as to how to use OBS. It's not complicated, but it's one of those things where I've kind of got it set up my way, so I'll just be trying to get it set the same with yourself, and then it would then be a case of like, I'm not massively technical, so if it doesn't work straight away, I wouldn't really know what to do. That's the problem. I'd be like, I don't know. So you're probably best jumping onto YouTube and finding it that way. But if it goes wrong and you need like a little bit of quick advice, then yeah, ping me a message and we'll see what we can do. Where we are. Chris is in the house. Chris, you've not missed anything yet. See, I know we say getting early, and obviously that's when you'll find all the daftness. We've not started the daftness yet. We've actually just been really, really calm just starting the stream tonight. Bizarrely, we're third, which I don't understand. I mean, we're requesting follows, are we, Gabler? I mean, what's your selling point? What's your selling point here? I know my Sunderland man's got some Sunderland stuff going on. Right, you know what? Fine, right, okay. There you go. Done. Right. You caught me in a relatively good mood. Okay. There you go. Right. Let's get this then. What we got? We got a match against Gas? Don't know. No idea. Hope you're well, everybody, by the way. Welcome in. What's been happening this week then? What's the weekend plans for everyone? What are we up to on this weekend? Where are we? Back end of July now? August, just like sort of like sniffing around, just like, hey everyone, like shut up August. But a few bits and pieces we've got to try and do over the next few weeks. Chris came in, no madness happened. Only conclusion is he wards it off. Maybe he does. LUFC Joe, we're managing a club called BK Hacken in Sweden. I do love a bit of Scandor football. Follow everyone that joins. You'll have loads of people watching. You'll grow a follower. Oh, I'm not doing that though, because then I've got to put up with their shite on my feed. So, and then it'll be really bad that I'll just like delete it all. I'm very selective on my follows. I'm very, very selective. I'd like to grow organically rather, and I know that's not how you do it. You're meant to like, follow and get everyone in, but it's it doesn't sit right with me. It's just I need them to follow me. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Ultimately, it's them that's going to decide whether or not they come back and watch me or not again. This is my first time seeing FM on TikTok. Nikolai, welcome. Well, this is the thing. If this is how many, this is the first time you've seen Football Manager on TikTok. Welcome in. Set your eyes to stunned. How many people do I follow? Not many. Like, I don't know, maybe 100 max or something. And even then, there's probably some people I'd probably take off that list as well. I try and keep my followers list down fairly low because everyone's on all the platforms, so you're essentially seeing the same thing on multiple platforms. And unless people are mates, even when people are mates, it's like I feel that there's more of an obligation if it's a mate to follow, and I don't really feel as though you should be obliged to follow anybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's very much a sort of, it's come from my comedy days, like sort of sitting there going like, well, yes, I can follow your work, but I'm not going to be buying tickets for you, so you don't really need my follow, sort of thing. I can share your work to my followers, obviously, but when you're posting stuff out, you're not aiming it at me, clearly. I don't know if that makes sense or not. What type of save we're doing? We're doing a Journeyman save, Nikolai, with a Moneyball twist on it. I say Moneyball twist. Basically, with the last few months, of course, there's not been a lot going on in Football Manager world, as I'm sure you're aware. So we had a Journeyman save on, and then we thought, right, let's see if we can spice it up a little bit, freshen it up, and yeah, go from there. So this is where we are. What are we arguing about tonight? I don't know, Dan. Not football. Because the arguments about football have been horrible this week. It's reminded me how much, not that it takes a long time for me to forget, but it really reminds me just how little I like talking about football, and football fans in general. Calispira Jason, by the way, are we talking about sub requests on here? Is asking him to follow on the streets. Bit of both, console. Bit of both. You know, and I'm not one of those ones like, you know, if I, you know, follow back. I'm not a follow back guy. You know, it's not my style. I like to keep my feed full of stuff that I want to see, rather than just obligatory content. Or like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll follow you back because you follow me back. Like, I don't really care. I ain't no holler back girl. Exactly, Chris. That's one of the things people say about me. Other things people say about me include the fact I'm a bit of a prick. And, but yes. But that's where we are. Nikolai says, great, I'm doing a Journeyman as well. I got so bored with the same game for like 2 years. I mean, it's still the same game. Look, the game doesn't change. The saves are what makes the game interesting, you know. Everyone says, oh, you know, I'd go back to play Champmano 102 again. Champmano 102 is not a better game than this. But people go back to it just because of the fact that that they have saves that they remember, or players that they're like. That's why they go back to it. This is the point that you point out that I don't follow you. Yes. Yeah. I know. But you have a very special. You have you have access to me via Discord in a DM capacity. So, you know, if anything, that's more beneficial. Someone actually messaged me once. I'm not going to say who, right? But someone messaged me via another creator and was like, "Have you unfollowed me?" And I don't know if I did or not, but I know that like a larger creator said that what happened to them was that Twitter kept unfollowing whenever they interacted with a post, and they sent me a message like, "I think I've unfollowed you, and I don't really understand how." And I was like, "That's fine." Like, I didn't. Like, to be honest, if you've unfollowed, I can sort of see why. Really, like, again, my tweets and content and that is not really for you; it's for other people. But I appreciate that you've come back and said that that's happened. But fine, whatever. But yeah, no, this other creator got another person involved and was like, "Just TJ unfollowed me," and I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I did, but I felt very awkward to have to be like, "All right, fine, I'll follow you, whatever." I'm not saying that I'm not a massive fan of their work, because I am, but I just found it a bit of a weird one. You know, I've worked with Kev for the last 3 or 4 years, and I don't have his phone number. See, some people are just like that. You know, there's a professional distance. Chris has got my phone number. This is weird now, actually, Chris, because you've got my phone number, but you don't. But Kev doesn't have your phone number, or you don't have Kev's. Interesting. Matty in on the Prime. Tell you what, tier 3 subs. I'll give him my phone number. Oh no, hang on, no. Tier 3 subs. I'll follow you back. No. Tier 1 subs, I'll follow you back. Tier 3, yeah, that seems more reasonable, doesn't it? Tier 1, I'll follow you back. Tier 3, you can have my phone number and be in a WhatsApp group. Probably seems reasonable, isn't it? Because what's tier 3? About like 30 quid or something daft now? So, that seems reasonable. I'm sure for 30 quid I can get a new phone number. Oh, I've said that out loud, haven't I? Yoo-ho, Mikola. 2-0. After we started using Slack, it was kind of pointless. I tried to initiate a Slack, didn't I? Yeah. And your first response was, I don't want another Slack. I was like, all right, fair enough. Whatever. Liam, season 10, my friend. Season 10. We've been around for a while now. Katie's in the house as well. Nice to see you, Katie. Have we decided if we're good? Apparently we might be. And it turns out that in order for us to be good, we don't look at the screen. Yeah? And we don't pay any attention to what's going on. So that sort of seems to be the best way of doing it, which, I mean, works perfectly well for me. You know, the less I've got to interact with the game, the better. You hate Discord. I've noticed this because the mods were asking about getting you in the mod chat, and I was like, I don't know if you'll join. Oh, vent at the back post. Big if true, massive if true. Look at this, third in the league, Katie. In terms of work I've set up now, so I won't work with you unless I've got a direct point of contact. Fair, that's fair. You do need some contact, I reckon. Accidentally good. That's the key word there, Rouge. I love. Rouge just pops his head up every now and again and goes, accidentally good. Right, okay, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is not by design at all. I'm not going to, if we finish in the top 4, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, look at me, Mr. Moneyball expert. I'm going to look at that going, how did we do that? Like, what happened? Yeah? I keep meaning to use it. I got notifications on my phone and watch for it. I just ignore them. Fair. Again, I'm in Discords that I need to leave as well, but I feel as though I've been there too long that people might start looking if I leave. Vent makes it 3. As soon as form drops, don't change tactics. Start a riot in chat. That's the one. That's the one. And originally, the tactical issue was if we lose a match, burn everything to the ground and start again. So, Napovic, how are you, pal? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you well. Everything's very good back here. Thank you, mate. Nice to see your name popping up every now and again. Where are we now? Are we still out in... it was Russia, wasn't it, you were in? You still out there? All's very well. All is very well, thank you. Are we fluky now? Do you know what, Console? I couldn't actually give you a definitive answer on that because we didn't really look at any of the results or any of the matches really last on Wednesday, so couldn't say for definite. We could say that we're potentially lucky. We could say we're excellent. We genuinely have no idea. We have no idea. Russia was 3 years ago. Was it really 3 years? Jesus. I know it's been a while, but I hadn't realised we'd missed out 3 years there. But Germany now might be off to Asia next year. Oh, very nice, very nice. You're a man. You're a man of the world. I respect that. I spent 7 years in Russia. I was going to say, yeah, you were definitely there for a long time, long time. And I remember it was obviously when the war was obviously starting that it was just like, oh, I think I'm leaving now, and yeah, which of course makes complete sense. Is our friend Ben back tonight, or is he learning about Rude Hullet on FIFA? Oh, honestly. Bless him. He had a great time, I think. The truth is, on Moneyball, we just ignore the games and the stats in case we cock it up. Exactly. I was getting weird messages on WhatsApp, strange phone calls, people follow me, wasn't a great end to my experience. No, of course not. No, that sounds sounds a bit horrible, so definitely worth leaving at that point. Yeah, if you weren't in the stream on Wednesday, we had a bit of a... well, I may have gone too far. I don't think I did. But at the same time, maybe I did. I don't know. Somebody in the chat was unaware of football existing before 2014. And yeah, of course, at that point, I took it upon myself to offer a lot of things that happened before 2014, and which some of them, of course, was just like He's like, I don't know. Like the lad didn't understand that the Champions League used to just be a knockout tournament called the European Cup. He was just like, nah, you're having me on here. And I don't know whether he was having me on or whether or not he was just like covering his own back. He was just like, I don't really know enough about this to argue it back. Offer us an interesting way to phrase it. Okay, right. Just because Katie's called me out on it, yeah, I was very vehement with my responses. He claimed that you have to be good to play in the Premier League. I called bullshit on that very quickly, and then I offered a plethora of players who were shit but played in the Premier League. And when I said Vinnie Jones, he went, "The actor," and I was like, "He used to be a footballer." He went, "What? No, was he? Really?" And yeah, we had to explain to him that Vinnie Jones was a footballer. And at that point, madness. It was just a madness. Like nothing made sense anymore at that point. So it was like, right, okay. And of course, again, I took that completely, the opportunity there to educate the boy and to to move on. No, of course I didn't. I took the piss out of him. Yeah. Oh, that was Wednesday. Oh yeah, and then I told everyone that the Earth was square. Not 100% sure I believe that bit, but it made for a good talking point. If you didn't mention Ali Dai, then you've completely lost the argument. That was mentioned very, very quickly. Ali Dai was mentioned very quickly. Sort of a football people who kicks people rather than the ball. True. Yeah, I mean he was okay. He was a petty criminal who happened to have some football boots. Raoul, how do you consider that your experience in managing Romania has been? I enjoyed it, Raoul. It was good. To be fair, we probably would have stayed had we not been there for 3 years. I was a bit. How is that a penalty? I was a bit miffed that we lost the title on the last day at Astoria. And yeah, at that point I was like, we probably should go. But then they offered like a lot of money. We could have stayed. We could have stayed and had we could have won the title. They won the title actually last season, so we obviously left them in a good position. We thought we'll go to Poland. That'll be fun. Poland wasn't fun. So then, thankfully, Scandinavia came calling, and Scandinavia is more fun. I would argue Wednesday was one of the classic TJ streams of the last couple of years. Thank you, Rougeau. Thank you. It felt like I was in my flow. Like I got into my sort of like flow state. By which I mean I was able to offend a large group of people, whilst also maintaining some element of order and support in the room as well. I was like, okay, this is good. It felt very me. It was supremely entertaining. Thank you. It's one of the best streams. I think we need to stick that into one of your AI filters and be like, right, make that into a thing that people can watch back. I don't know, I genuinely, I would love to know what AI would do with that. Just sit there going, we don't know. Must confess the TikToks of you managing Farrell has been my start to follow you. Absolutely welcome, Raoul. However you find me, I'm more than happy for people to find me however they do. If it's from Farrell, you're more than welcome to join us. Most important bit was you didn't lose a game during the chaos. This is the thing, Ryan. Yeah? The proof was, don't look at the screen when you're arguing. Yeah. Loads of Newcastle fans started like booting off. So of course I just, replied in a professional manner to them as well. No, I didn't. I baited them, didn't I? Yeah. Here he comes. Hello, Ben. Hello, welcome, Ben. Right. You're not getting all the attention tonight, Ben, but we do have to ask you a few questions. What homework have you done since our last conversation? Ben is back. If anyone's not sure, of course, who we were on about, then this is Ben. Ben was the man who was unsure. Damn it! Look at this. We're losing now because we've been looking at the match. Thankfully, we can distract ourselves again. I got sacked from my job and had an interview for a new job, so nothing new. I mean, well, sounds like you've had a busy couple of days, Ben. Born in 2004. There we go. I mean, that's not even a sentence, is it? Really? Born in 2004. Unbelievable. Blanks, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Best thing on Twitter was the grok picture of Shearer and Isaac with a fishing rod and a bucket of chicken. Yeah. It's a funny scenario, that one, isn't it? Did Ben get sacked during the interview? I mean, possibly he might have been while he was on stream. Yes, Jefferson taps in. Not knowing that Vinnie Jones was a footballer. Yeah, that was the. It was an interview with Vinnie Jones, believe it or not. Didn't get the job, sadly. I mean, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure Vinnie Jones would have known either, but you know, it was a 3-person panel, and at least someone knew. Right, Ayari's looking a bit tired, but he tends to be our creative outlet. Have we got someone else who can do that job for him? Because we pulled one back. Can we get a point? Right. I hate to say it, chat, but let me focus on this match just for 2 seconds, and then I'm happy to go wild, right? You just, all of you lot, just start thinking of something silly for me to think about, and then we'll go. Kevin's in as well, by the way. Kevin's back. Hope you're well, Kevin. There are plenty of people who watch Vinny play that weren't sure he was a footballer. Yeah, 100%. Several of which, of course, were his teammates, I'm guessing. I love the fact that Blanks calls me the GOAT as well, by the way. I'm easily pleased. He wants to tell Ben that Vinnie Jones is Welsh and played for Wales just to blow the lad's mind. But he also wasn't Welsh, though, was he? He's not actually Welsh at all. He just went, oh, like that'll do. Oh, Ben, bless you. He's on the subs. Ben's on the sub. Appreciate you, Ben. Very kind, thank you. Kevin, very well, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope the weekend away with the family was fun. Hope you've had a sick of the adverts. That's the spirit. Eventually the ads will grind everyone down. It's not my choice, but this is a TikTok thing. A Twitch thing, sorry. You know. I obviously haven't chosen any of that. Forza capitalism. Yeah. New merch incoming, key. His granddad was Welsh. Oh, I love the grandparent rule. Counts for us. That's how I qualify for Scotland. My grand's Scottish, so it's good enough for me as well. You know. Right, 2-1 defeat against the top of the table from a dodgy penalty as well at the start. So, yeah, starting a new job as a scaffolder. I've been told I'll be in agony. I know nothing about the job. I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a lack of air up where you are at this point. You're going to be told you're going to be in agony. What are you doing? You know nothing about the job. You probably should have done some element of research into what scaffolding is, I think, Ben. Or at least what a scaffolder does. Although I have to applaud you, though, for your improv skills, really. You know, if you're in there, you're in the job interview, right, what do you know about our company? And you're like, oh, I'm a scaffolder. What do you know about our company? Oh, and then you've just been able to rattle off a whole thing about scaffolds. Without actually knowing anything about scaffolding. That's pretty impressive. That is impressive. He's going to be the ladder. He's the scaffold. He's holding a building up just like while other blokes like, try and put bricks on things. Yeah. You're carrying the pipes. I said I know TJ. They said, yeah, you're hired. Probably that makes sense. That does make sense. That ladder, Ben. Beautiful rambling man. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is stunning. Stunning work. Kevin, I'm very well. I'm very well, thank you, my friend. I'm having a wonderful time. Life is good. End of the first week of the school holidays. We've got through it. So, 5 more weeks to go. Ben's going to be a big, strong lad in a few months, built like a brick shell. Yeah, he will be. He will be. But he won't know how or why. And if he's built like a house that he's built, then he'll probably have no roof or something on it. That's how I qualify for the Fiji Island, says Jason. Good old Grandpa Fiji. Nice. Rougeau, I think I'm his qualification for Scotland by one generation. My great-grandparents were Scottish. I believe so, unfortunately, Consul. Yeah, it's the grandparent rule, sadly. Which, unfortunately, means that eldest and youngest Jameson don't qualify for Scotland either. Which is a shame. They were only English, sadly, and I'm not happy about that. Unless we move to Scotland and, you know, naturalise them. Naturalise or nationalise? Either of those things are fine. Both children still alive at the end of the first week. Both parents still alive at the end of the first week. That's the thing. And also both children still alive. They've not killed each other yet. Yeah. You're getting picked up at 6:20 on Monday. I want to cry. I mean, Ben, it doesn't sound like you know much about scaffolding at all, mate. That, from what I understand, 6:20. That's a lie-in for scaffolders, unless you're scaffolding next door. Yeah. Exactly half the mornings were done. Yeah, I was about 5:30 to go in the gym this morning, and then I had to start work. And then I went to the gym again this evening. It's okay to apply the Tony Cascarino rule. Absolutely. And that's basically, can you point to Ireland on a map and go to bed at 1 a.m? Yeah, same. You're all live as a huge result for week 1. Rougeau's right. Rougeau's absolutely right. We've smashed it. Will Ben be on stream Monday for an update? Probably not. He'll be too tired. He's been up since 6:30. You know, he'll be lying down. He'll be like, oh, he'll be drinking espresso at like at 11:30 at night to keep himself awake. Still, do I like Guinness? Oh, you better believe I like Guinness, Matty. Yeah. I mean, is that the interview? Hopefully, I've fallen off the scaffold. I mean, you know, Ben. You can organise falling off the scaffold, right? But I mean, it's risky, innit? It's a risky play on day one, falling off the scaffold, because I mean, they're probably not going to want you back, are they? And then you've got to make do with being injured, you know, or having like a broken neck or whatever, or you know. Well, hey, at least I've got a broken neck. I don't have to go back on that scaffold again. Yeah. Welcome in new people. Exactly. Have you agreed a wage? Of course he hasn't. Vinnie Jones was a hod carrier before he signed for Wimbledon. Explain that, Blodro. What's a hod carrier? Welcome being new TikTokers, by the way, as well. Welcome in, and new Twitch people, and of course, new YouTubers. If you're brand new, hit that follow button. And much appreciated. Kurt Angle survived a broken neck many times. Do you know what, Dan? You're absolutely right. Yes, I hadn't considered that potentially Ben could just channel the strength of Kurt Angle. Yeah. Dare I ask who that is? Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. Do we tell him about Hulk Hogan? I don't think we do we? Right, Kurt Angle, right? Hod Carrier is a brick mover, by the way, for anyone who's wanting confirmation on this. Thank you, Cobbler Sean. Also, a bloke who just carries stuff around building sites. Kurt Angle was a former gold medal Olympian who, after winning gold at the Olympics as a wrestler, went into the WWE. And I've never watched the Olympics. This doesn't surprise me, Ben. This does not surprise me. Yeah? Are you aware of a concept called the Olympics? Okay, so this guy, he's got two. Right, think of this like at school, right? He got 2 stickers for doing really well, right? At a fucking massive sports day, right? Not just all the schools and look in like everyone's classes. This is like countries. The biggest sports day you can imagine, right? And he got 2 really shiny stickers for play fighting, okay? And then what happened was the WWE, who, and if wrestling, they said, you're really good at sports day, why don't you come and play wrestling with us? And it turned out he's really good at wrestling there as well. So he won championships and everything. It's a great way of dumbing it down. Do you know what, Ben? Not the first time I've had to do this. Show the league table and season preview. This is the league table right here. This is for someone over on TikTok. We're currently 5th in the league. And the season preview, we're expecting to finish 7th. So we're overachieving. He was in the USA house. Yeah, he was. He got lots of points. He did. He got all the points. All of the points. What skin are we using? Asked Warty. We're using the Musterman skin, Warty. You can get that by type in Musterman FM skin into Google, and it'll take you straight to it, and download it, pop it onto your save, and away you go. I'll play AIK now. Do you know what? I'm thinking maybe we might. I'm gonna put Stanovic out there. Balderson could be the guy, but let's put Stanovic. Shaker might be the player really who should go out. He's quick. But let's put Shaker. Right. Let's start Shaker, shall we? I'm enjoying this distraction. I was told by a boss at work that my life was unfortunate today. Your life is unfortunate. That's a weird choice of words, isn't it? Sounds a little bit like there's a hit on you. So he's a wrestler. He is a wrestler, yes. He is definitely a wrestler. A very good wrestler as well. Did Omega Luke fight him? No. So what you've thought there, Ben, is that all wrestlers fight each other and that all wrestlers know each other. Again, much like footballers, that Robbie Dale hasn't played with Messi. Yeah? Omega Luke plays for a different team. He might have. Who's the better team? Well, it's difficult to say. But I would imagine that WWE is more sought after than wherever Omega Luke's wrestling right now. And Luke would probably say that himself, to be honest. I think Luke would love to wrestle for WWE. Muster Man skin has led me to a 19-year-old Irish winger who, after starting 20 games, is winning almost half of his headers. It's led me to bad recruitment decisions because I want him now. Soccer with Brian is in the house. Everyone, the Sunshine Boy is here. Welcome, pal. Hope you're well. Did you see the people asking after you in the Discord, by the way, Brian? It's a pleasure to see you. Hope life is treating you and Mrs. Brian very well. And it's a goal. We'll dedicate that one to Brian. Will I get paid good money if I wrestle in WWE? Ben, you will get the most money. You will get the most money. They will put a lot of money your way, right? But you know what? I've got a mate who works in WWE. We'll get you a tryout. Yeah, how do I sign up? We'll sort that out. That's not a problem. It's easy. You just follow them on Twitter, right? And at WWE, and they just often have open trials. You know, like a Sunday League team. Yeah. Decided I'm pretty too occupied with making sure my family are happy. They've already done Eugene the gimmick infringement. Yeah. I've said it out loud. I can't take it back. You have to complete 3 years as a scaffolder. That's the first thing. Unfortunately, as well, the WWE, you have to get there for 6:10. So, I mean, if you're not happy about it with 20 past 6, 10 past 6 is a bit earlier. And also they live in America as well, so I'm not sure how you'd find that. I mean, the timing's the same, you know. They still use the same time we do. It's different, of course. I'm not even going to explain how, different time zones work. And Goober, great goal that is. NXT UK was a thing, but not so much now. Yeah, sadly defunct. I think, is it North Wrestling that's in Newcastle? Don't confuse Ben with time zones. No. Is that about how much Charge Me Watchers got? No. Yeah, I think North have got some shows in Newcastle. Go and watch them. Go and watch those. TJ knows his talent scout who's on the pods. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I do. Maybe I can wrestle as well. I mean, I could do. I have to see if I can get time off work because, but who's going to look after the kids? I feel like we need Ben on the podcast. I don't, Ryan. I feel that this is the best place for Ben. Very much at arm's length. You're sweating while streaming. I doubt wrestling is your bag. I mean, Chris. You're right, but still. Getting the kids done as well. Well, to be fair, we've the kids already weight trained, so it's possible. I've got one who probably would end up going for a trial, so again, it's handy when you know people on the inside, right? Honestly, the amount of sweat I do is quite disgusting, to be honest. Oh, that'll do. Well done. Stop saying people I don't know. I'm right. Here's the question though, Ben, and I don't want to make the entire stream about you at all. Who do you know? Like, is it like the Ballers League people? Is it the Sidemen? Do you know BBC newsreader Christian Gurumurthy? BBC has Channel 4 now, isn't he? Do you know Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell? Do you know Alan Titchmarsh, the gardener? Do you remember Fabio Rockenbach? Do you know Mr. Blobby? You don't know any of them? Oh, I can see why you didn't get that job the other day. These are all questions I ask when I'm interviewing for new staff. David Attenborough, Sir David Attenborough. Triple P doesn't know these people either. Right. I'm really sorry, but I think we're going to have some sort of like entrance exam here, aren't we? This is bullying now. Potentially, Dan. The references there from TJ. I mean, Rouge, there's a lot of people on this stream who wouldn't know half the people I'm saying, so. I'm more disappointed about the fact that we said we were good and we've actually, we're potentially about to lose 2 games in a row. So the answer there would be no, we're not good. Can you put me down as a reference on my CV? Absolutely not. Wrist itch.
Hey, I'm sick of the feeling I have in my gut. Putting in work and not making enough. Buried alive and I'm covered in blood. Knowing the blood and it came from the cut. Sick of the feeling I'm missing your touch. Yesterday it was all good, now it's fucked. Feel like the goal was to share it together, but now that you're gone, what's the point of that hunt? I feel like I'm losing the rush. Feel like a player.
God, Djurgården haven't lost yet this season. Imagine having TJ as a character reference. I've done character references before. I've been people's references. And I've done a half decent job of it as well, believe it or not. Oh, bugger. Hate writing references. Yeah, they're shit, aren't they, Key? Like, it's not fun. Right, we've definitely lost this one, I think. It's a stupid system as well. You can't give a bad one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can just keep it very high level though, and just confirm that the person worked at that in that time, or like sort of attended, basically was here for there. So throughout that specific time period. You've also got as well the dilemma going, right, you know, you could give a really good reference. That could be to get that person away from your company into someone else's company. Yeah, just go, you know what, yeah, they're your problem now. Like, yeah, like I can confirm this person is definitely one of our staff. And then like, away you go. Yeah, they were employed here. I met them more than once. Send. Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, this person was polite when they handed their notice in. Oh dear. Offside. Right, 3-2 defeat, sadly. Never mind, I got called maverick and unmanageable in a reference about fired still got the job. I mean, that sounds like the sort of thing that I would get called. grand, that's too much. How old were you when I was born in 2004? I was 24, Ben. I had a reference to someone that opened with, I checked with HR and X is in my team for 2 years. Reflected bad on everyone, to be honest. What was I doing at 21? I finished my degree and I got a scholarship to my master's degree. Working with a little bit of film work. A few corporate videos and stuff. Yeah. Not bad. Would I go back to that time? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I know now what I knew, if I knew back then what I know now, then yeah, that'd be much better. Well, yeah, I knew nothing at that point, so I get where you're at. No wonder he doesn't remember Greece winning the Euros. That's true. That's true. But then again, I am aware of things that happened before I was born as well. Getting your UEFA C coaching diploma, same thing. 100% the same thing. 100% the same thing. Ironically, probably both make you employable as employable in the film industry. A master's in film production and a UEFA C coaching license, equally useless in the film industry. Also useless for me doing comedy as well. I didn't need it, you know. I mean, it helped me get a job in education, granted, but not necessarily something I use every day. Given the fact as well that I did all that, how rubbish I am at any element of technology. But it was back in the day. It was 2003 when I was doing my Masters, so... Welcome back, Edit. It's good to see you, pal. Take it easy, Ben. You want to enjoy that, enjoy the darts, mate. And get yourself a good sleep. If you're up early in the morning, you're going to need it. Oh, no, Monday. Yeah, I'll get all the sleep over the weekend. Oh, yeah, you've got the, you got 50 pence down on the table, Edit, story. Takes this shit well. He does. I think he likes it, to be honest. But we need to work out how we sort of like don't just have it simply that as a focal point. Sean, studied languages means I'm less employable than someone from that country who speaks 5 languages and has a degree in something useful. That's a great way of looking at it. Really great way of looking at it. And what do you want to be when you grow up? I would like to be Duolingo. Oh shit! There's an app that's actually just taken my job. Oh damn it! In fact, that's interesting, right? That's interesting. And I'm gonna predict where my crowd are. But what did you study in relation to what you're actually doing? And did it? I'm guessing it maybe didn't land. If anybody's ended up working in the industry that they studied in, that would be class. But I can't imagine that's the case. Andreas Redkin looks decent, but we can't afford him. In fact, 8th in the league for assists, 9th in the league for average rating. Mine's relatively close, but I'll definitely fulfill the old if you can't do teach. I feel that, Katie. I feel it. Yeah. Physics the first time now in the film industry via media degree. I see, but see, right, that makes sense then. Went and retrained. Rougeau, I need my degree to do what I do. All right, then, right. So, okay, so everyone's going to prove, therefore, that what they do is actually related to their degree, and it's just me that did it wrong. Fine, okay, all you bloody show-offs, right? I don't know. Right, where's Ben? Get Ben back. I'm not being the dafty around here. Yeah. Jay Slatters saves ideas. Right, Sunderland. Just manage Sunderland. That's my answer for everything. When everyone comes up and goes, I want to save idea, manage Sunderland. Brian, soccer, sales and promotions, that's what I studied. I work at a sign and vehicle wrap shop with a volunteer scout for an amateur soccer team, so no. I mean, it's close. It's close. Yeah? It is close. Forensic accounting and auditing ended up in auditing eventually. I mean, you got to at that point, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing auditing, there's a good chance you're going to end up in auditing. You're not going to end up in, like, graphic design. I did it wrong. There's a 10-year gap between the first and second degrees. Fair. I studied plumbing, now work as an area sales manager for Liebherr Refrigeration. There you go. Some of the finest refrigeration products known to man, we would imagine. I don't know. Rougeau did his degree to actually get his current job, and that's really shitting on my point there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Chris did a computing degree. I did IT for a few years after uni and hated it. That's fair, innit? You know, I did loads of jobs in computers. Don't need a degree for my job, just need a working back. I mean, I don't even want to know, Jason. In fact, almost I do, actually. You know. Like, what on earth? What on earth do you do with that requires a working back? Oh, my job is I'm a camel. Props to TJ for refraining from that's a cool job there. Oh, nice. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, hang on, what? And I was like, very smart. Somehow now work for the University of Oxford. Feels like I'm winging it. It depends upon what you're there doing, you know what I mean? Spanish and French, university admissions, student support. You could probably get, I mean, like, you know, you could use that Spanish and French, I'm guessing, on a daily basis. Yeah? I think you're a decent spot there, to be honest. Ended up in IT support, bounced around a few places doing bespoke product support. Sorry, excuse me. Hated it, got out, ended up being a carer for a few years with the missus that had epilepsy issues, now fully under control, do editing things. Life is varied. Life is good. Varied CVs are where the fun happens. You know, that's where the life skills are. And if you're that's how dull it was. It wasn't intentional. It was just I knew it was there, and I was like, I can't stop this. You know, do it like as best as you can. Yeah, that's I like that as a mantra. It was perfectly placed. I mean, comic timing, Chris. You know. So, I mean, my career path was, as I say, so film production, MA, Media and Cultural Studies degree. 8 years? 8 years college lecturer in terms of film production. 15 years as a stand-up. And then I've done the last 9 years now almost, working in an insurance company where I currently work as a learning professional, so a learning consultant actually. So now I've got the word consultant in my job title. Ka-ching. So yeah, nothing to do with film, but occasionally I get asked to make a podcast, which also I do a podcast now, so possibly there you go. Oh yeah, and I do some content as well. Just as Jefferson. You pack people's shit and move it to their next residence. Hopefully they know about this, Jason. And you know, because it sounds a lot like you're a robber, like a burglar. I'm guessing you're a removal expert. Consultant is a great title. I throw it around when trying to sell myself. Absolutely. What kind of content? Spicy content. Football Manager After Dark. Now hang out with you lot. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, Graf. Why? We've got injuries to centre-backs. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How's the new job going? Last time we asked you, really excited about it. Yeah, it's great. Really great. I've been doing it for 8 months now. I love it. It's excellent. It's one of those ones where it reminds me, as if I ever needed to be reminded, that I don't want to do this full time. Like, I'm not doing content full time, and I've not got any aspirations to do that. It would require a lottery win for me to do content full time. Like, do you know what I mean? Or like some incredibly bizarre situation. But I certainly wouldn't look at doing content as a career, because I really enjoy what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't want stress. I don't want faffing about, like having to stream. Like I respect what Big Robbo is doing at the minute so much. Like literally 9 to midnight, and he's online all day. You know, busting to make it work. I haven't got that drive. I've got too much in my life now, like the kids, the mortgage, all that sort of stuff. It's not on my radar going full time with this at all. Like, you know, so it's just fun. Like, any money we make goes back into making the stream look better. Do you know what I mean? Or we spend it on like production staff. Like, we paid for editors for videos and stuff. Yeah. Like, anything we make goes back into making the product and the process better. So yeah, I'm not here to take all the cash. Always spend the money on football shirts either or. It's doing the job of 5 separate people on your own. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, graphic designer, web designer, camera operator, video editor, presenter, scriptwriter, social media expert, therapist, channel manager. It's and be your own AI. It's too much. It's too much. Struggling FM saves doesn't quite hit the same as OnlyFans. I mean, it would. We could sell that. Football shirts are a sound investment. I agree, Ian. I agree. Speaking of people who are sound investments, it's the one and only FM Llama. Llama, how are you, my friend? It's an absolute pleasure to have you. I love being in your stream on today. Joyous as always. If you ever want to just name random people from the 80s and 90s, Llama streams in the afternoon. Gotta make it happen. Move their shit to the next residence. Honestly, what kind of thief do I sound like, Gaffer? You sound like a really polite one, to be honest. Like, you know, or a terrible one. Either way. Yashup, my team's just beaten Hacken last night in the European Cup. Oh, really? Interesting. Who are you managing in your save? I think you told me this last time, actually, Yashup. So apologies for not remembering. Yeah. Hope life's treating you good, Llama. As I say, I thoroughly enjoyed this afternoon. Wrist itch at the back post. bring Amara off. He's got a little bandage across the top of his head. Great ball. Great ball. Ristich gets up. Get you on that, son. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, it's in real life. You're an Anderlecht fan. Ah, I see. Sorry, my mistake. I mean, I'm not a Hacken fan, so yeah. So I'm not going to take too much of an exception to it. What we lack for in FM, we make up for in discussions about the best ever Ians to play football. We do. We absolutely do. Dobrev, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Anderlecht, the pride and joy of Belgium. You'll never sing that anywhere else. What skin are we using? I'm using the Musterman skin, Dobrev. So if you type Musterman FM24 skin into Google or any other search engine, then it'll show up. Get it downloaded, and that'll support Musterman for making such a wonderful skin. With that comment you got there, then Lama, about the best ever Ians to play football, did you have a definitive list? And presumably Ian Culverhouse was the captain, I'm guessing. Good tackle. Vent. Zarkitson brings it out. Good challenge by Graf. That's what we wanted him to do. Get himself involved. Worried that we're going to lose the ball. We're in the middle of highlights, so I can't do anything about it. That'll do. Pereira, just sit on it. Right, defensive, time wasting on, disciplined. I don't really want to counter press either, I just want to sort of sit back. Ian Walker, yeah. Ian Warne as well. Oh, here we go. Here's Ristich. Vent. Get up there. Ian Hart. We don't like Ian Hart's name around here. Ian Hart to a Sunderland fan, that's like saying Macbeth to a thespian. They don't like it. That's not a reference that really works properly, is it? But I wanted you to show the level of disdain that we have for Ian Hart. Hacken to Europe. I think so. God. Are we beating God? Right, okay. They probably like Macbeth, to be fair. Then they call it the Scottish play. You're not allowed to say Macbeth. That was the whole point, Yorkie. What a win. What a win that is. So yeah, so if you say Ian Hart to a Sunderland fan, they'll probably just call him just a bit of a cunt, to be honest. You watching Clutching at Straws with that analogy. I mean, it made sense. It made sense in my head anyway, but I mean, well, whether that's a thing or not, I don't know. But in my head, it made sense. Does anybody else get on board with that, or is that just a me thing? Ian Hart is like Voldemort. Well, no, because what it is he's basically what he's done is he's helped facilitate the sale of several players from Sunderland, and he's not even a licensed agent, but he does the work of an agent. So that's why Jack Clark left. That's why Tommy Watson left. Actually, there's someone else he managed to convince to move as well. Ball Club and Hacken. There you go, Hacken. Ian Hart, licensed to sell. That's the one. Macbeth is a bad luck thing, not a persona non grata thing. Right, what is this? Fact Club? No, it's not, is it? This is. I don't even know what this is actually, to be honest. This is nonsense, really. To be honest. I wouldn't have seen anyone else attempt to make the reach that I've just done there. Have I modded this? No, Spiders. No. This is not a mod. This is don't let facts get in the way of a good analogy. Exactly, Llama. We're not here for facts, are we? If we were, we'd be in the library learning. No, we're not. We're here for information. We're information that hasn't been researched. We're here for slander, defamation of character, and batshit theories that can't be proved one way or the other. Yeah. So no spiders. This is the Muster Man skin. So it's an attributeless skin, which works really nicely for a Moneyball or a statistical way of attempting to play the game. So that's why it looks different. So if you want to get it yourself, then type in Musterman FM24 skin into Google, and then you download it, and then it'll be on your system. And of course, there's loads of Simpsons quotes as well. There is no truth there's no place for truth on the internet. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just slows us down and gets in the way. I think we've got a bit of time off now. We've got like a month. So it's the mid-season break in Sweden, but it's also the end of everyone else's seasons in mainland Europe. So there's now going to be some players that will be available on free. So we might be able to bring a couple of players in, actually. I'm guessing a striker is what we need. 6 months left on a couple of players deals. Joe McNabb, absolutely against the idea of signing a new contract. So yeah, okay, we've lost out on selling him, but so we might have to make do with him. Let's trigger his extension clause. It's a 1 year for Stanovic. Financial position is not strong enough. Backlund, we can trigger him. Gustafsson got he's got there. We can trigger. Hussein. Let's trigger him as well. There we go. Right. So I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure what's going to happen with players who want to leave. I have a feeling that they will just leave, and we'll be stuck with players leaving for free, which is, in a sense, is fine. I know it's not fully Moneyball-y, like we should have really sold. What's he called? We should have sold McNabb last season, but we couldn't find another left back to replace him with. So it's like, right, maybe we just play with him and risk losing the money at the end of it. In the Swedish Football League, half term is called Halvtit. Halvtit. There you go. I think I managed to pronounce that correctly. In Vesterberg. He's probably a bit expensive for us, actually. I mean, he looks fun, doesn't he? Look at that beard and haircut. More than happy just to base any signing on his looks alone. Sadly, that's going to be the issue, though. Wages are going to be a problem. Ian Dowie made the list, or is the extra I in his name exclude him from the list? Oh, maybe. Good question, actually. What does "let's go" in Swedish mean? How do we say "let's go"? Any betting for your match? What do you mean? What do you mean, any betting for our matches? Let's get Shalaris in on trial. I think his wages might be too much, though. Oh, Milosevic is going to be free, isn't he? I mean, Bielefeld want him. Fringe, $2.5 grand. That seems quite a lot for a fringe player, I think. That's suggesting that he obviously doesn't want to really come. But you know what? Let's lock it down as non-negotiable, actually. No. Alright, fair enough. Let's go as Hacken. Ah, right, okay, of course. Odd, wasn't it? So Heya. How many made llamas cut? All of them. All of them, I think. Apologies if you're getting a bit of a sniffle through the microphone, by the way. It's clearly there must be a high pollen count today. Bless Console, who took it seriously and did actually 11 players. I know. He's like that, though, isn't he? He's like, I've got the answer. Who are you calling odd? Very good, G. Jamal's got a long contract. Koulibaly's got a long contract. He's also got big wages for a player from Mimosa. What we're going to do for fullback then? These are the guys we looked at to potentially try and bring in as a replacement. I feel he missed the mighty Ian Wilson. Missed who else did they miss out? We had a cold all week. Do you know what? There's lots of these colds going around at the minute, Dan. Yeah, Mrs. J's been not very well with a cold, and we look like eldest Jameson, sorry, has got one. I'm starting to think it's maybe not a cold. I'm starting to think that maybe they've got the super cold again. But we shall see. Console, I'm glossing a bedroom. I mean, that's a euphemism, isn't it? What are you up to up there? I'm just glossing a bedroom. I'll leave you to it. Probably missed loads where I've been told I might have COVID. Yeah, I had the feeling that Mrs. J might have had it last week, and now she's like, oh, like youngest Jameson's like he's got a bit of a cough and he's a bit lethargic and a bit. I was like, yeah, interesting that, isn't it? Oh, I'm a head, nose, and throat. Yeah. That'll happen. Where's our? Let's turn these off for a second. Let's just look for unattached. Oh, it's not going to help, is it? To have COVID, it feels worse. Oh dear. I remember the first time I caught it, I didn't feel too bad. Second time was horrible. Pedro Kuic. Really highly rated, but doesn't seem to be playing and wants really high wages. contract next month, though. Oh, Lupkin, don't tell me you're a nut. Don't tell me you're a nut. What about the moon landings? Well, the moon landings have definitely happened, haven't they? Let's face it. As much as I would like to disprove the moon landings, I can't disprove the moon landings. You know, we can definitely prove that COVID happened. Sure, me and the wife both got it towards the end of our delayed honeymoon. Got back to England, couldn't move or breathe for nearly 2 weeks. I mean, that sounds grim, doesn't it? .33-year-old fullback. I mean, that's maybe going a bit too far, in it. $7,000. COVID was an IQ test. There's been lots of things that have been an IQ test. First time it was like dominoes. You see everyone slowly falling one by one. Fourth time you had no sympathy given by the wife. Yeah. Fatty Tumble, too expensive. Actually, are these players too expensive? What have I got? Well, I've got some money actually in the wage budget. I guess that question is, how much do I spend? Do we go back in for Milosevic and add an extra bit of quality in the midfield? Do we spend the money all on Shalaris up front? $20 million after the vaccine. What about chemtrails? You can't see them in the sky. Lupkin, we're not getting into look. I love a good conspiracy theory, right? I love a good conspiracy theory, but right, but the problem with conspiracy theories is if there's loads of evidence there, then it makes it not a conspiracy. Like, and that's the tricky bit. Hammer and Army, welcome in. Conspiracy, they already said they already said so on TV. I'm not, no, no, I'm not getting into this. No, it's too late to get into this. We're not doing this, are we? Playing Moneyball as a principal who is the most undervalued. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate the follow there. Let's see who's playing well, shall we? Who's playing? I was waiting for the nod to do it. Yeah. Oh, honestly, mods sort it out amongst themselves. Like, I just keep going, and then if they go like it's gone too far, I'll let them take it. You know. Anyone's got the power can jump in. No, not banned, just timed out. I mean, he'll come back and ask why he's been timed out. which of course will be another round of discussion around the same thing. So if you start again, we may consider an upgrade. There you go. See. Right. So in terms of players then who've been playing well for us, Yahaya's been playing well, but he wants to leave to go and join a bigger club. So we might have to try and sell him. Can we poll it and see if we ban him? No. No, because that then puts... What that does is that creates a mob mentality. So I don't want that. I don't even think that Ben shouldn't be the centre of attention, as well. How we find the attribute of the skin, asks Llama. Well, do you know what? I like it. I don't miss the attributes as much as I thought I did. I think that people who are watching probably miss the attributes more than I do. But when it gets to learning about the players and working out where we improve, that's where I'm still not quite as clued up, And I feel as though at that point I'm like, right, how am I comparing stats and stats of things that are important? Where am I looking for players who are doing more than what their wages are suggesting? Like, who's giving me value? Essentially, like, how do I break that bit down? That's where I sort of sit and go, oh, don't think I know enough about that just yet. But happy to obviously learn, and see where we go with that. Oliver Sell wanted by 19 clubs. 19? It's all of the Swedish league. Let's just trigger your contract extension then, shall we? Alright, that's you stuck. Even Mr. J, welcome in. I'm being quite well behaved at the minute, Mr. J. At the minute. I'm tempted to say we release Hamed, then we can add a bit more wage. See, I think we're paying for him, and he's not actually played for us. So let's release him. Or do we release him? Low level of team training might be causing the team's poor form. Yeah, alright, let's get rid. I'm off if you're being well behaved and demand chaos and danger. I mean, obviously we can probably get killed. Oh, Harls, man, right? Stop asking about Sunderland and football. This is every single night. Every single night, same chat. You'll ask about Sunderland now, and the next thing you'll talk about is Liverpool. This is every night. My prediction is the same as it was the other day. Exactly the same. Ask TJ what he thinks about dogs. Oh, I fucking hate dogs. Fucking hate them. No, Mrs. J. You can stay and you can deal with the fallout here. Right? I was just asking, I like talking about football. We don't talk about football. Halls, I'm not. And also, if you were going to talk about football, you need a second question. Or a third question. Yeah. Yeah, this is not really a football chat stream. I don't find it's difficult for people to understand because they're like, you see you play Football Manager, they go, "Oh, you must love talking about football." Not really. No. In the same way that if you're in like a Call of Duty stream, you must think, I bet these people fucking love war. Like, I'm going to ask about war. Most of them don't bother about war. Like, so it's weird that Football Manager seems to be the only one where you have to apparently love football to play it. I mean, we don't really get too involved with where we are in terms of looking at everything here, going, oh, let's have a little look at this and let's have a look at bits and bobs. It's like, they're talking about what I've had for me tea. I'm with you on the hounds. They're all killers by nature. They are, and they leave dog hair everywhere as well. Do you know what I mean? So there's a bit of that. I hate people. I hate people. I hate pictures. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I hate people who want to show pictures of their kids. Oh, 100%. Like nobody wants to see pictures of other people's kids. Not at all. Not at all. Like, I agree. But also the thing is, right, is that nobody, like, if we were out in town, right, and you walked past, I don't think that I would ever have to say to people, oh, don't worry, he doesn't bite. Actually, I probably would have to say that, to be honest, with one of them. Go, oh, you know what? No, that's fine. He's friendly. Like, I don't care if your dog's friendly or not. Get it out of my face. Yeah, get it away from me. Yeah, you keep that flea-ridden, four-legged weird thing, right? You take that, essentially what is, let's face it, just a badge of emotional baggage, right? Just take it somewhere else. Take it back to your own home and try and find, and you try and work out why you've bought that rather than finding love. Yeah? Get back in your house. Okay? Don't be out here mingling with people. And they're just strutting as if there's no problem as well. Just, you sat there having a lovely bit of food, and a fucking dog walks in, right? Right? No, take your dirty dog out. Get out. Badge of emotional baggage. There's the chaos. Yeah. And we've said to the kids like, oh yeah, can we have a pet? And I'm like, no. And they're like, why? I was like, well, I'm allergic to cat hair. And so is Mrs. J, by the way. And Mrs. J refuses to put her in any of this argument, so she's putting it all on me. We're not having a cat because we're both allergic to cat hair. And I'm not taking a dog out for a walk because I don't want a dog. And I don't want to have to take a dog out for a walk for the others. Right? I hate pubs that have signs outside saying dogs welcome. Yeah, I want to have a sign that says dogs can piss off. Yeah. And as well, like, everyone looks at you weird as if you hate dogs. Like, oh yeah, oh but not my dog. No, you know what? Because of that, definitely your dog, right? Your dog is definitely the one I hate the most because you've tried to justify that I'd like it. No pets welcome. Exactly. Unless it's a pet shop, no pets welcome. In a pet shop, pets definitely welcome. Absolutely. Yeah. Went to a wedding where the dog was the ring bearer. Get out. Oh, honestly. Like, how pathetic are these people? Seriously. So pathetic. Here's a question. We're making a sandwich. Which way do you cut it? Triangles or rectangles? Rectangles. Rectangles. If you cut things in triangles, you're a sex offender. Right? It had a little suit on. Nah, take their hard drives off them. Right? Those two people, just like, they need to, like, the whole thing should have been shut down at that point. The police should have been called, and it should have been on the news, right? Like, like local paedophile hunter groups have found two people, and they found them in public. And then you have the video of them like, oh, you're on Facebook for your own protection and my protection, and then that there. You know what you did. Dressing your dog up in people clothes and making it a ring bearer. I'm gonna need all your devices now. Yeah, exactly it. Northern Sandwich Hunters. Doesn't end there. It should end there. The wedding shouldn't have been allowed to take place. Yeah. The wedding favours on the tables were dog treats. Honestly, these people, you people, you didn't ask what type of bread. Well, who cuts anything into triangles? The only time it's in a triangle is if it's an afternoon tea. And believe it or not, I am not. I'm not the sort of person that goes for an afternoon tea. TJ wears Cruella de Vil pajamas. I do. Was it? Yeah, Dan's asked a great question. Was it a dog wedding? We've never considered that. Barry and Kathy from Street Safe Pedo Hunters are Facebook live streaming it. All right, brother. I'm streaming this for your protection and my protection. It was an actual human wedding. They had a dog in all of the photos and the first dance. Honestly, I've got a feeling that dog was also used later on to consummate the marriage. Oh dear, who's a clever boy? Awful human beings. Please tell me the Bahamut was the first dance. I hope not, though, because seriously, those two people would probably be really worried and think that someone had let the dog out, so the wedding would be postponed while everybody went out into the grounds to find the dog. It was puppy love. Oh, was it? Fuck off! Unbelievable. I wish you were joking about this all, Sean, but because I hate to think that these people exist in the world. I think I'm going to be sick. I think so as well. I bet there's someone in there that said that I bet they refer to them as mummy and daddy. Absolutely. And I bet as well they let their dogs kiss them on the lips. They lick their lips. Like, no. Absolute freaks. Mother's Day when you end up in a house for a doghouse for not buying a pet card. Yeah. Well, probably not allowed in the doghouse. Do you know what I mean? Because the dog lives there. 100% they do mummy and daddy dog kisses all the time. Dog sleeps between the bed. Oh, honestly. Like, these people, you need to keep an eye on them, or you need to distance yourself from them because you don't want to be associated with any of this. Right, mother-in-law lets her dog lick her toes. Oh, she's a horror. I don't know her, muddy funsters, but your mother-in-law sounds like a horror. Right, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to mince my words here. Yeah, seek professional help. Absolutely. I'd say to your partner, I'm really sorry, but either you go or your mum goes. People that refer to them as their kids, I know. Just, yeah, disgusting, a lot of them. Someone phone Barry and Kathy. Yeah, I think we need to maybe have that as a new thing. Like, so at some point during a stream, if we get the sort of inkling that Barry and Kathy might need to be called, then we could. So I'm just filming this for your protection and my protection, right? Chris, me and you'll make that happen, okay? Honestly, these people are freaks. Actual real life living freaks. And not freaks as in like, you know, like, oh, let's get freaky. Like actual freaks, like as in like back in the day you'd be chastised and made to live in a basement. I call my dog Mr. Bigglesworth. Saliva. I mean, you're about to join the list. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be getting in the cage as well, yeah. Was it an open bar? No, there wasn't an open bar, Mrs. J. All the drinks were just they're in bowls on the floor. Yeah. It's the only thing that make it better. I don't think anything could make it better. The only thing that could make it better is if at the end they just killed the puppy and just went, you know what, this is stupid. Yeah. And if at the end there was some sort of dog slaughter. Mrs. J, the agent of chaos, and it just right. She comes in, she's like, "Oh yeah, this looks boring. Let's just rile TJ with some questions. Oh yeah, right. Let's see what he thinks about this." That got dark. Yeah. I've still censored myself a little bit though, Katie. Do we draw the line at dog slaughter? But good question, Llama. Do we? Do we? Who knows? I haven't finished. They took the dog on the honeymoon. Of course they did. Of course they did. Can't be asked for the third division remain or whatever you're doing. Whatever league you're in to appear edgy and not like all the boys. Yeah, of course the dog went on the honeymoon. I bet, right? From what I've heard about these people now, I bet he tied the engagement ring to the dog when he proposed as well. The dog's got its own TikTok. Right. What's it called? Oh, it's gonna show up that I've viewed their profile. Right. What's it called? And an Instagram. Give us the link. Yes, give us the link. I've found the thing that's going to get me cancelled, and it's this. We're not bothered about buying players in Sweden anymore right now. Right? What a hill to die on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Barney the Cockapoo. Honestly, I hate these people already. I hate these people. Mrs. J, I'm going to go write mean things on its wall. If you search for this dog, you'll be getting dog videos for weeks. That's the thing, innit? That's a problem. I don't want that. We know Jack's dog is Woof the Space. It's an opener for the pod next time he's on. No, I'm not talking about his dog. No. Not at all. Barney Bear, the multi-poo. Honestly, like, if I... Hang on, what? I regret to announce that due to a deterioration in the club's financial position, the wage budget has been reduced from 57,000 to 37,000. Oh. So we now don't have any money for the transfer window. Oh, for God's sake. Oh. We used to like Sweden. Oh, this isn't fair, is it? This is Leeds 2.0. Do you reckon this isn't about the dogs? Do you reckon? Do you reckon that they've heard it and went, right, he doesn't like dogs. Let's take the money off him. Let's have a look and see what else. Bordeaux. Maybe Hacken like dogs, possibly. Yeah. The board are throwing the league. They don't want it. They don't want it. I'm not going to Bordeaux, don't worry. They clip of Moneyball purposes say we've employed Moneyball saves so the board cut 20 grand of the budget. Well, hopefully someone else has clipped it as well. That's the thing about dog owners, you don't need to talk about the dog, it'll come up. Yeah. It's like CrossFitters, isn't it? Did they have the dog's birthday in his bio? Oh, have they? Have they? Oh. The first TikTok came up was the Jet 2 holiday meme. I don't know what that means, but... To be fair, it's got 122 followers, more than most humans. That's not to be fair at all, Mrs. J. That means we've got 122 other sex pests. Yeah? What we need to do then is go through those other 122 people and get Kathy and Barry. Wasn't Kathy Barry the... was Kathy Burke in it? I was like... That sounds a bit like something. That's Kathy Burke, yeah. Also, the couple look exactly like you imagine. Oh, no. Let me have a look at... Let me have a look at them. I don't like the fact that this is gonna. I'm gonna see them, aren't I? Barry the Cocker. Oh God. Barney Bear. Honestly, this is just like. If I end up getting some sort of like dog talk from now on. Right. I don't want dog talk. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a horror show. Right. I've seen it, so you have to see it. They refer to themselves as mum and dad in the post. The UK is targeting the wrong perverts asking for age verification. 100%. 100%. Right. Right, let's have a look. What we got? Right. This is it. This is it. I'm not giving any of these views, right? But what test has he passed? They wear matching clothes, matching pajamas. Look at the state of them. Are they wearing a matching set of pajamas? They are. They are. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Thank you for this. The dog's cute. No, don't fall for that. Don't fall for any of that. Right? I bet you anyone in that couple list one of their favourite things is snuggles. Oh, they've got live, laugh, love written all over their wall, haven't they? Or they've got one of those like, or they've definitely got at least some artwork that is like the date they met, the day they got engaged, the day they got married. But it's probably with a fucking dog in it. The day that the dog was born, the day that they got the dog. Definitely deserve to be on register. Crushed velvet sofa and curtains. Do most of their shopping in the range. Look, Kutching is fine. I feel like we are bullying these people, but they deserve it. Oh my God. Mrs. James just sent me a photograph where they're all putting their feet in to like touch together, including the dog. It's not bullying, it's accurate. That is true. That's true. I wish you could say all of it is a lie. It's 100% accurate. I don't think AI is sophisticated enough to have pulled this off. So I do feel as though it is real, and that's the worst thing. Mrs. J's got a new obsession. Honestly, she has. She'll be following them. He's got a plaster cast of the dog's paw print in the house somewhere. I think so. Shocking. Absolutely shocking behaviour. Has anybody else got any weird friends? Gareth Ainsworth follows. Do you know what? Part of me's going to check to see if that's true, because if it is, like, that would be class. Because it could be. It could possibly be. This is now on my search thing. Do you know what? 1,000 followers? Not even like you said 100 followers? I'm not going through all that. I can't. I just can't. TJ's just described my sister-in-law's life. They've got love, laugh, love hearts everywhere. Never feel comfortable going there for 12 years. Oh God. Right, I'm off to meet Barry and Kathy. Got some work to do. There's a paw print necklace. Oh. Oh no. Weird enough remembered. 2 cats and 15 cats. What? I can't. I think this is the maddest thing that's happened this week, to be honest. They might be the cringiest couple in the world. Yeah, quite possibly. And do you know what? I don't think they care. I think they're quite happy with it. And fair play to them in a sense. But also, like, come off the internet. Do that kind of disgusting behaviour behind closed doors when no one can see it. Yeah. Describe the house as the dream house on Facebook. I'm not allowed to take the piss. Oh, well, yeah. Right. We can blame Sean for this because Sean brought this to our attention. Upsetting, I think Geordie's yet. Oh, constantly tuning. Constantly. I'm getting dogs on my suggested post instead of Travis Kelce. Exactly, Sean. I'm smart enough to know this, right? But I also feel like I may have instigated this. So sorry. Do not do anything offline. Please be sensible. How many Nickelback records have they got? Right, let's move on. Right. Joe McNabb's bizarrely retired. Don't understand that at all. Why has he chosen to retire? And just, stop playing, seemingly. He's playing regular football for us, but then he's just decided to go, you know what? No, it's fine. As of January, I no longer play football, apparently. So, how bizarre. Do we stop McNabb from leaving? Apparently not. No, he's gone and joined on a free because he's out of contract, so there's not really anything we can do about that one, unfortunately. Which, that's some wage back. But it's not going to come off until we maybe we can sort of like get 10% back. I don't know. Depends on whether or not we're even allowed to keep any of it. So confirmed spending's 37,476. So who knows? I've got a feeling this is Leeds 2.0. We've said, haven't we? So are we in a situation where we don't trust the board enough? £37,000 a week they've taken with extra spending. Yeah, I mean, there was that, wasn't there? That's the problem. We had all the extra cash, and then they went, yeah, let's have some of that back. And realistically, nothing was being spent, so they've just adjusted their budgeting to say, well, we're not going to spend that much more money, so. It's £1 million over the year, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. After it was a taskmaster, feel sorry for TJ. We're taking the kids tomorrow story picking. He's going to hate every minute of it. Yeah, but at the same time, you don't hate that, you know. Apologies for the last 15 minutes. I know you do need to know it existed. We did need to know it existed. But yes, as long as people don't continue that offline and just allow them to go and do their own disgusting lives, then yeah, do that. Is Ayari any good? He plays my favourite team. He is good for us. He's good for us. But the well, who he plays for in real life, I'm not sure, but yeah, he's good. He's good for us. Zekovic is back. There you go. Right, let's put Licking back at left back. Taking the wind out of ourselves a little bit, this whole board decision to start cutting finances out. Because it's obviously frustrating, isn't it? You know, you sat there going, okay, you know, let's try and do a bit of money balling, and then all of a sudden there's less finance than you thought. But there is a plot point, though. The plot point is that our contract's up at the end of the season, so planned open discussions as soon as the season finishes. Making contingency plans in case he decides to leave. This whole save has been quite the roller coaster. It has a bit, hasn't it? Because I wanted to be settled here. I wanted to have a nice time in Sweden. My intention wasn't to just come in and leave. Do we sign a new contract? I don't think we do we? OBK near the bottom. Do we move to Norway? Do we stay in Scandinavia? I mean, Malmo still, you know, is insecure again. Or do we just ride it out and deal with the dodgy board? Do we ask for some more wage budget and try and like sort of I mean, we can't really sort of demand anything because they'll just sack us because there's, you know. Oh, great! There's an election for a new chairman, but they'll probably still get it. Malmo could be good. Our board loves TJ's Moneyball theme so much they took all the transfer budget. I think that's the thing, yeah. Yeah, they've literally went, this is a great idea. It'll save us a fortune here. Right, where are Malmo? So they're currently 11th. I mean, the irony is we're in a good spot as well. Like, you know, we've taken them up the league. Look, I link up with Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, we should be able to do something there, shouldn't we? Really. OBK could be fun again as well, I suppose, couldn't it? But do I stay in the same league though? Good question. Good question. If I wasn't a stream, you'd have probably stuck it out, but for the save, you probably ought to yourself to test the waters. I think you're right. I think you're right, console. The point there about do we stay in the same league? I'm not against it. Like, narratively, would it make sense? Maybe. We wouldn't necessarily have to walk out and go somewhere else. We could. Excuse me. The issue is, of course, is where do we go next? Can you raise £1 million through sales? Well, I've got one player who's worth a bit of money, but the question is anybody going to buy him? And also, at this moment, he's now not interested. No one's interested in him. Zekovic, I suppose, is the other one who's we could cash in on. Volosh, are they going to have the money? Cater's out of contract. I don't know. Ristic, maybe we could sell. Like, I suppose that the players that we're playing we could sell, but no one's really wanted at the minute. I don't know. It's a rebuild. Do you use any face pack? If you do, what do you use? I use the what's it called? Let me find it. FMZ one. Yeah. It's time to move clubs out of the Summer League. I suppose it's worth a look. So this is the thing, isn't it? In Europe, you're right. Clubs are now looking at new managers. Clubs in America are looking at new managers. The New England Revolution. I mean, they're not going to take money off us, surely, right? I don't think we're ready for MLS. I still don't. Metalist Kharkiv. Stromsgodset. We've already had Rougeau's views on Bordeaux. There's not exactly anything jumping out at me. Yeah, MLS is perfect for backseat managing. True, but it also requires a lot more concentration, I think, Llama, than our current streams have been, which have just been chaos. And the potential for MLS is, if it goes wrong, it really kills the save off, doesn't it? Concentration's my middle name. Sadly, you're right. But there is a question mark of, do we stay in Sweden or not, or do we go somewhere else? I suppose the Revolution, they're 3 stars, so they are the worst team, which means we should get some good draft picks. I don't know. No relegation though. That's true. What have you made of Sweden? I like Sweden, but I've managed in Sweden before, and I feel comfortable in Sweden and Norway. I've not done Denmark. It's 2 years. MLS plus this stream, it could be chaos. It could be too much, couldn't it? I do think that Ian makes a good point though. See what happens at the end of the season, because we don't want to leave midway through because we don't know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? We sign to manage Revolution, listen to little Tracy Chapman while we crush our opponents. That could work. Right, there we go. Okay, game. I bet we can't sign him now though. Don't more cringy couples to distract people with when things go wrong. Good, in a sense, good, but also in a sense bad. If you only could if you could only manage in one nation for the rest of your FM saves, which would you pick? One nation. Ooh, that's a good question. Because I think that's going to lead to the answer, isn't it? That's going to make me get deep into my thoughts and my feelings, and then it's going to be, well, there's your answer, TJ. And I think it's probably Sweden or Norway. Yeah. So we could absolutely just ride it out. Didn't mean for anyone to access feelings. Don't worry. It happens from time to time. You know, the collateral damage will occasionally happen. But I think that's probably where we're at. And like, what would be the most fun? You know, Scandinavia feels fun for me. It feels comfortable for me in terms of managing. Is it the right decision? Don't know. Do we still miss the opportunity to go manage in some of the nations that we haven't done in FM24? Yes, of course, that is a concern. But is there a reason that we haven't done those leagues? I mean, what? We've had 2 years on this game, 18 months on this game. There's a lot of nations we haven't touched. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Repress those feelings deep down. Oh, 100%, 100%. Do you have any update on FM25? The update on FM25, KT, is that it doesn't exist and it was cancelled. It's a slightly facetious answer. FM26, no update. Our contract, by the way, for those who are asking, our contract is up at the end of this season, so it's in November. So June, July, August, September, October, November. So another 5 months. Right, let's have a look. Is it going to be... Doesn't matter. The elections don't make a blind bit of difference, and it doesn't really affect us. In game.
So much cash on me, it look like I robbed the bank. Hundreds and fifties in my pocket, I feel like a safe. Get in your bag or something, you talking cash, ain't having none. All of my niggas doing numbers, we some road runners. Add me up, skinny nigga, pockets fat as fuck. Add me up, the hoes love me like a...
So we're just space barring through, by the way, so... Election, new owner, no money, stay as you are. Yeah. Chill out. How much did you actually want, by the way? £3,000. We can give him £3,000. Do we? No. All right. Okay. He wants a lot more money. That's not gonna happen. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, let's see what this recruitment feedback says. Have we managed to bring anybody to our attention? Sweatlund, sorry. It looks like it might be fairly cheap. Bit of potential for the future. We could look to bring him in and then ship out Vicevic, but I don't really want to have to get rid of big players. So Nystrom looks like he might be okay. Is he DLP? Yeah, DLP. Likes to try killer balls, likes to lob the goalkeeper, attempts overhead kicks, tries tricks. Decent shots, decent assists, decent passes. I like him as well, actually. I like him as well. No one to leave on loan to go to a rival. Alright, well, let's just try and get him in for free then, shall we? Pretty cheap as well. Okay. He's coming how to find the attributeless aspect of the game. Tried it once, it feels difficult. Honestly, once you get into the hang of it, it starts to make sense. From a visual perspective for the audience, I think they still probably prefer attributes, but for me, I'm like, yeah, this is a more interesting way of looking for for talent in game, I think. You know, even Junkie, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Could be wide playmaker, maybe cover. He could be. He's got a bit of everything, hasn't he? But as well, it allows us to, because we've got Amara, who's a DLP. As you said, Ayari, we could move him across if needs be. We can move him up front almost. We could change and go with one up top. I mean, there's lots of potential. I mean, we might not even be here. So we've just signed a player who we might have to try and sign when we move to the new club. So it's a more realistic way of playing. Who decides if someone has 17 finishing? I think that as well. I think that, you know. But when people say they want realistic, they don't mean like that. They mean, I don't really know what they mean actually, to be honest. It feels a bit weird. Gonna stick on the new episode tomorrow for a long car journey. Appreciate that, Junkie. Very, very kind. Thank you. And everyone else, if you've not listened to the latest FM show episode, get it in your ears or your eyes if you're watching it on YouTube. Need to update the bot. Oh yeah. It needs to have second yellow card in there as well, doesn't it now? That's a good point. Yeah, I need to have a bit of an admin day and try and tidy a few bits and bobs up. I've got a few images I need to update as well. Make sure all the bios are saying the same thing. Excuse me, I'm clearly tired tonight. Board seem happy with what we're doing, obviously, because you know we're doing very well, despite the fact they are clipping our wings constantly. I love Matt. That was a perfect addition for the dynamics. Oh, he's brilliant. He's perfect. He's so good. I don't think that 5:30 was a good idea this morning. Yeah, no. Right, let's have a match then, shall we? Right, let's see what we can do then, shall we? Can we actually get another win? That's what we hope for. And then what we'll do is we'll probably, as I say, we'll take an early one. It's not that early, but right. Nystrom's in. Nystrom is in, which is a big bonus for the future that we may or may not be part of. Who knows? Who knows? Come on then. Us versus Hammer Bay. Let's see what happens, shall we? Quick little nose at the job market. Slaven Belupo. Croatia, anybody? Elfsborg. Even score one more. Welcome in. You're doing a save with them at the moment. A save with who at the moment? Slaven Belupo or how are you finding it? All right. When did we drop so low down? I mean, it's a tight league, isn't it? There you go, Rasmus Vent opens the score in early doors. That puts us into the top 4, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Only 9 points behind Sjögarden now. Looking back, Vent can't get there. Come on, boys, get those second balls. What's the board's expectation? Board's expectation is battle against relegation, believe it or not. That's a good goal. So yeah, they want us to like be right down the bottom. So maybe they worked out we were doing Moneyball. Sign with them half a season to go, decent budget for Moneyball. Nice. Come on, lads. What's them on the attack? That's not what we want, is it? Okay, stand him up. Oh. This isn't good. I mean, it's not dreadful, don't get me wrong, but it's still not ideal. You know, Hammer Bay are a decent side. Oh, should have been 3. I think Pereira might have to come out a goal, you know. He's not really saving as many shots as we hoped. It seemed like last season he was better in goal than this year. Licking back. Might be the one that has to come off. Yeah. as well. Right. Come on then. Can we get something back in the second half? Just one goal. One goal is all we need. One goal is all we need. I worry we probably can't though, that's the problem. Come on, just need to get the ball in the box, that's all I need. Or someone to at least take a chance. It's their throw in again. Oh well, never mind. That's that. So answer for those who looked at the stream title and went, are we good? No, we're not. We're not. We're not very good at all, apparently. All the off the field stuff's probably now starting to play on the players' minds. That's all I can think. Just giving the ball away now as well. Silly. How has that not gone in? I've got no idea how that hasn't gone in. Right, come on, Josephson. There we go. That's better. That's better. Have we got enough in us for one more? Have we? Have we? Come on, lads. Just one more. That's all we need. Not their highlight. Come on. That's it. That's it. 4-2. Fair enough. Massive gap now. 5 points between us and Hammer Bay. Yeah. We've not been bad enough to concede 5. I don't care what happens here. Oh no, no, not at all. This is stupid. I'm sorry, this is not a thing. Like Hammer Bay beat us like 6-1, I think, in the cup semi-finals. Now it's 5-2. Yeah, not massively happy with that. That's awful. Awful result. Send assistant. No, we're not going to that one. that felt like an end of days moment, didn't it? Like losing out there. Our scouting budget's over. Our wage budget's over. Oh, honestly, this is just £3 million in the in debt now. This is going to start to feel like not fun. So I think that now is the time to pass the baton to someone else, because if it's going to start getting not fun, I'm going to need to like have full concentration levels for this, just to keep my anger levels high, really. So let's see then who's worthy of a TJ drop off. Let's see, shall we? Where are we? I mean, we've seen most people, haven't we? That's the thing. So most people aren't new to us. Not that that's a problem, but just means we now have to have a little bit more thinking outside the box and go, right, where are we going to go? Who's going to go? You know what? Keep it. Let's just go game legend, actually. Right? He's not got many in. Go there. We've been there before, so he's currently in China, so that'll be fun, interesting, different. So yeah, go and give him some love, and yeah, speak to you all probably Sunday, I think now, maybe. Yeah, Sunday, maybe. That seems reasonable. So yeah. Take it easy, everyone. We'll catch you all very, very soon. Appreciate the support tonight, as always. Speak to you a bit. Have a great weekend.